Hi there, Alan Knight with another soulmate tip. And today I want to talk about the art of listening and responding. And specifically, I want to talk about a term I call discriminating wisdom. Often people will ask me questions related to what is the most appropriate response to this or this or this situation. It could be when you're dating someone and you don't know if it's appropriate to say such and such, or you're with your children and you don't know how far to go in communicating tough love with them. And the list goes on. Now, some of us get frustrated and we think, I wish I could just say whatever I think and whatever I feel all the time. And of course, that would be nice, but probably wouldn't be a very effective way to communicate. The reason I call it discriminating wisdom is because I think when it comes to responding to people, it's important to see and know and be aware of where they're at. If somebody is communicating with me and I realize that they're hurting, they're sad, they're lonely, they're hurting in some emotional way, it might not be the right time for me to say some things that, 2 weeks later might be appropriate to say because they're ready for some tough love. Right now, they might need a hug, and that's all they need. So at any given time, I know that I do this when I'm talking with someone or speaking with someone, is I kind of get a sense of the territory of the landscape, so to speak, and say, what is the most appropriate response in this situation? Is it a hug that they need? Is it a kick in the ass? Do they need for me to tell them some story and give them some pearls of wisdom that I might have? Is it maybe important for me to ask a whole bunch of creative questions so that they feel really understood? It's about really assessing each person and each situation in its own right and say, this, I think, is the most wise, effective response at this time. In a week, it might be something else. But that makes listening and responding something very alive and fluid. And it's a fantastic skill to learn in all your relationships, be they professional or personal. So I hope that helps. In the meantime, have a fantastic day, and we will talk again next week.